Welcome to Vision Plus and welcome back to this S.4 Mathematics. We are looking at differentiation and we want to see how we can use method 1 to differentiate given functions or expressions. Method 1 is the method where we deal with powers and coefficients. And let us say if you have a function y equals to ax power n, that is the function. Now, what is the derivative of this function? In other words, how do we differentiate this function? Now, the function is y and the variable in this case is x. Remember we said the derivative is the instantaneous rate of change of a function with respect to one of its variables. So in this case now, our x is the variable of the function y. So how do we differentiate this function when we are considering powers and coefficients? So when we are differentiating y, we say we are differentiating y. So we say dy. And with respect to the variable x, so we say dy dx. Okay? Here we don't say dy over dx. It is not division. Okay? But in some cases, we might say dy over dx. But the actual thing is that it is dy dx, which means we are differentiating the function y with respect to one of its variables x. So in this case, dy dx becomes, now we are coming to differentiate the right hand side of this function. So what do we do? Okay, what we do is we simply lower the power, which is n. Okay, n is the power in this case. So we have a already, so we keep that a. If you lower this power so that it becomes a coefficient as a, then you will multiply a times n, a times n, and then you write the variable x. Now this was the whole power of x, which you have lowered here. Now in differentiation, we need a new power here, a new power of x. Now a new power of x becomes the whole power n minus 1. Okay, the whole power, which was n minus 1, and this is the derivative of this function. Allow me to define some key terms in the function. Terms in the function. And we have seen that the function is y. Our markers. And we have seen that the function is y equals to ax power n. Now here, the first thing that we must know is that the coefficient of the function a should not be 0. Okay? Because if the coefficient of the function is 0, it means the whole term will cancel out, it will be 0. So we say it should not be 0. But now can be any other number, can be negative, can be positive, can be fraction, or can be decimal number. That is why. 2, we are also saying that the power of x, which is n, the power of x, which is n, should not also be 0. Okay, it should not be 0. Okay, but this condition is not very restrictive. If the power of x is 0, it means the x term will disappear. Okay, any number to power 0 is 1. Any number to power 0 apart from 0 is 1. That means if the power of x is 0, it means x will not be there. So we shall have just a constant a. We shall have a constant a, which we know when we differentiate a constant, we get 0. So this is what we must note. So these are terms of the function, okay? This one was in the function. So a is the coefficient of variable, which is x in that case. N is the whole power of the variable x. Okay. Now we have seen that if we are differentiating, I'm going to repeat again what I explained in the first case here, which is the same thing actually. I'm going to explain again that if you have that function y given as a x power n, if you are to differentiate this function, it means differentiating y with respect to x, that is dy dx, it becomes, what do? You lower the whole power first. The moment you lower the whole power and you find a number here, which is always there, it's either 1, if you don't write, 2, among others. Then you multiply them. You multiply the already existing coefficient, which was a, by the power of x, which is n, which we are calling the whole power. And then you write x again. Now the new power of x becomes the whole power, which was n, subtract away 1. And this is now what we are calling the derivative. We have differentiated the function. So this is what is very key, and let us see how we can apply this knowledge or this concept for us to solve examples. So let us start with example 1.